A man in Fort Wayne convicted of incest now faces extra time behind bars.
46-year-old Donald Medsker pleaded guilty in court today to 2 separate charges. News Channel 15's Janice Allen continues her coverage on the story. She's live in News Control, and Janice, you actually spoke to the victim today.
Yeah, I did. She says this is a big relief. Today, her half-brother, Donald Medsker, pleaded guilty to violating probation and invading her privacy, the final charges he had to face before being put behind bars and out of her life.
It's a relief. I can't describe it.
Inside Allen Superior Court, the victim of 46-year-old Donald Medsker got the justice and closure she's waited years for. Today, Medsker pleaded guilty to additional charges of invasion of privacy and violating probation, charges that close out more than a decade of incest and abuse.
I'm just so glad to have this over so I can provide a normal, happy life for my kids.
As part of his guilty plea, Medsker admitted he wrote a letter to the victim and her son back in April, violating a no-contact order and netting him an extra 1.5 years behind bars. Metzger also got another year tacked onto his sentence for violating probation. That's an extra 2.5 years on top of the 34-year sentence he received for 7 incest charges last Friday.
He molested me and put me through physical abuse for many of years. And not only on top of that, it was mental and emotional abuse. It's something that will never go away from me.
Metzger fathered 7 kids with his half-sister. 2 were put up for adoption. The other 5 were taken away by the state. Now, with all this behind her, the victim says she's ready to get them back and be a family again.
I want the kids all to be back home and for us to just get past all of this and start living the normal life that I've always wanted for my kids.
The victim tells me that both she and her kids are undergoing counseling right now. It's not clear if or when those kids will be returned to her custody. With good behavior, Metzger could spend less than 20 years behind bars. Live in News Control, I'm Janice Allen, News Channel 15.